Hey guys, hello everyone, good evening. Long time no see, yes Kushagra. Ashutosh, Richa, Sheshnag, Chirag, Paris, Sia, Ayushman. Everybody good evening guys, क्या हाल चाल है? 2-3 दिन हो गए हमें मिले हुए, right? कैसा लग रहा है आप लोगों को? Yay. KMS, Aritro. Yes, long time. 2-3 दिन में ही ऐसा लगने लगता है. Hi Mrigank, hi Satya, hi Keshav, Sarth, Psycho King, Ayushman Biswal, Fahim Abdullah, PK, Yash, Fuzel, Sia. Alright guys, chaliye. I am terribly sorry, there was some glitch, I wasn't able to log in. So, थोड़ा सा time लग गया. Completed the series till day 7. VRC is improving. That's good news, Ashutosh. Okay. So, yes, Yogita. Yes, there was a lot of struggle at my end. Then back office team that is always alert helped me. Nice to meet you too, Sia. I know you were waiting for me. Okay. अभी तो कोई stuck वक नहीं है. You can see and hear me, right? All clear? No, मुझे कोई cold world नहीं हुआ है. I'm absolutely fine, perfectly in my element, and raring to go. For whom skimming method is good and for whom bad? Skimming is good for everybody, Psycho King. Okay. So, what is this series all about? For those of you who are new over here, this is a series that we are doing in honor of CAT 2025 and the proximity. रुक जाओ guys, रुक जाओ. मेरा इसको भी चेंज करना पड़ेगा. I think all good now. The receiver of my mic was running out of charge, so I've connected it to another microphone. Alright, everybody, welcome to the session, guys. So I was saying, yes, for those of you who are new here, we are doing this in honor of CAT 2025, that is like actually knocking on the door now. So what is this? This is a series that brings you like questions in batches. 15 questions, 20 questions, this way we do it. Abhi tak, how many have we done in this? Today is session 10. This, day 10. So where will you find the others? You will find the others on the same channel. Just scroll back and see. Every session has a number. Okay. Now, what are we going to do today? We have already completed question 111. Done. So we are taking it up from 112 and we will stop at 130. So that's a total of 19 questions. What are we going to do in those 19 questions? So there are 8 questions of RC. Okay. Then there are 5 questions, I think, of main idea, words, keywords wala. And then I think there are 6 questions of odd one out. Many people had been hollering for odd one out as though it's such a darling thing, such a darling topic. I know it's a hateful one, but since you guys had asked me for it, here I am today with 6 questions of odd one out. So if you all are ready with your pen, paper, thinking caps and all, can we start? Savitri and AB and everybody, can we start now? Okay. Now, First, the rebus, before we move on to the first question. What is this telling you? Where is Savitri today? And Aman, Sushmita. 12 RCs एक दिन में कोई क्यों करेगा शेषनाग? अरे, I think this was too easy, huh? You guys got it, huh? Feedback. मज़ा नहीं आया. अच्छा, कोई नहीं, चलो. In the next pit stop, I have got a better one. Yeah. So this is feedback. Chaliye. Now, question 112 to 119. What are we doing today? One passage with 4 original from CAT 2020 and 4 new questions thrown in. Okay? But I have shuffled the questions. Fine. And what's the objective today, Tejaswini and Biswal and Lakshya and Aman? Question selection. So we have a total of 8 questions today connected with one passage. Right? What are we going to do? We are going to pick the best 5 and maintain 100% accuracy. Okay? Ronak and Shravan, Aradhya. Oh yes, Babita ji, it's you. "100% सुनाई दिया?" Yes, बहुत अच्छा सुनाई दिया. Kushagra Tripathi, AB, what about you? Vaibhav, Vedant. Hey Ayushi Thakur, good to see you. Mudit, hi. Amandeep, अच्छा आ गया हमारा शेर. Cool, everybody has understood. Now, very recently also, Cat gave you a passage in which this word was mentioned. Okay? Recently, there was a passage in which this word was mentioned. But in 2020, they gave a passage in which the hero was anarchy, taken from the Greek word anarchia. Okay? So we are going to do that passage. It was a very nice passage, easy to understand, everything was good. Okay? But the thing is, anarchy mein, there were in that passage, there were very interesting zones from where questions could be set. Like difference, similarity and all. Okay? So as I said, there are 8 questions. 4 original and 4 new ones. You have to select any 5 and maintain your accuracy. Taking you forward to the passage, everybody. So this is the passage, first para, second para. Abhi padhenge isko, theek hai? Third, fourth, fifth, sixth. As the first step, what do? We try to spot the hero. Anarchy, anarchia, contrary, okay, anarchism, all right, strutting, fine, anarchist, again, anarchist, all right, anarchist. Okay, so the passage is on anarchy, right? And here, anarchism again given. And then he brings in some things like American figures and capitalism and mutualism. We are going to go back to the passage and do our organized reading. But before that, we need to sneak peek at the questions. Correct? Tejaswini? Chali. The first question. No reading the options, nothing. Just check the questions, please. The author makes all of the following arguments in the passage except true, 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 false. From the discussion in the second and third paragraphs, it can be inferred that anarchism emerged as a response to. So, para specific. Correct, Arithro? Ashutosh? The author believes that the new ruling class of politicians betrayed the principles, but does not specify in what way. So you need to go to this zone, so this becomes very specific. French Revolution, and politicians. In the context of the passage, which statement is the likeliest explanation of that betrayal? Right? So this is super specific. The author's discussion of anarchist communism versus collectivist anarchism implies what? So this is an inference question. This is specific. Which one of the following best expresses the similarity between American and free market liberals as well as the difference between these? I remember this was there in the last para. So this is again para-specific. Correct? Which of the following best illustrates a modern situation that an anarchist, as described, would likely criticize? So this, as you can see, a multinational, a centralized, a grassroots, a democratic. So this is an application question, right, Sia and Kushagra? Right? Okay. 118. According to the passage, what is one idea that is common to all forms of anarchism? You need to look for a specific zone, or maybe spread across the passage where he has discussed all forms. Or maybe, yes, it is possible that in the whole passage, like one para is discussing one form, another is discussing another form, third is discussing another form, and then we need to look for that common thread between all these. Ye bhi ho sakta hai, right? Okay. I think this is the last one. Which of the following statements would the author most likely agree with? So this is true. False, false, false. Yes. So we have till 119. Got it, guys? Everybody, all the questions we have seen. Now let's go over to the passage and do our quick, organized reading. Come on, everybody. Are we done with this slide? That's enough reading, guys. Next. Done. And the last bit. Come on. And we are done. Now, everyone, guys, what is the hero of this passage? It's very clear, right? It is anarchy. Does anyone have an idea of what the crux is, the main idea? What is the flow of the passage? Before we go over to the questions, I have got some ज्ञान points for you over here. उनको ले लो क्योंकि फायदा ही होगा आपका. Yes, Biswal, you're right. Yes, Psycho King. Yes. Very good, Jethalal. Good. Yes. Now, I'll just take you over to this and show you the flow quickly. This is especially for those people who are still struggling. Word anarchy, right? And then he gives us anarchy ke bare mein something, Greek anarchy or something. Then the last three lines are important. They tell us in the evolution of this ultimate projection of both this and this, you should know the meanings of these two words. Differing strands of anarchist thought can be related to the emphasis on whatever. Historically, right? Okay. Not only as this, what went wrong? French Revolution, Napoleon Bonaparte. Next, the anarchists and their precursors. Then political left and right and something. Okay. Then state itself is the enemy. The government is the enemy. 19th and 20th centuries. Then the mainstream of anarchist propaganda has been anarchist communism. Right? There is a question connected with this. Now you see here anarchist communism and collectivist anarchism. I remember there's a question. I'll come back then. And then here the last paragraph is important. Because here he gives you individualist anarchism, Max Turner, and then he says 19th century American figures who said what? We are promoting the good of all. These thinkers differed from free market liberals. Again, there is this comparison point. So this is again a question pocket. I hope it's clear, everyone. Right? Akshay Seni Urf Babita ji. सबको clear है ये? This is as much as you need to read. PK and Fahim and Arithro. Done. Now I'm saying this once again strictly. You all are not supposed to solve 8 questions. If you solve 8 questions and if you get them wrong, I will really and truly get upset. Okay? So what you're supposed to do today is maintain your accuracy. That is the objective of doing this hard work on this passage. Clear? So out of 10, you can select 5 or 6 depending on your caliber and wish. Okay? Alright, chalo. अभी देखो, I'll take you to question number 1 and 2 and all. जिसको नहीं करना है वो वाला question छोड़ दे. ठीक है? चलिए. Following except, I would not want to start with this. We can go over to something that is more specific. Okay? So let's start with this one. Second and third paras, it can be inferred that anarchism emerged partly as a response to. Okay, I'll take you back. How did it emerge? Second para done, third para. Done. Back to the question, and now you take a look at the options. You should be able to eliminate 2 options. As a response to. Okay, I'll take you back. For every question, I'll take you back, like twice, and then that's it. CI, you have to save your answer. Remember, we are targeting 100% accuracy in this. Okay? That's it. Now you have to save your answer. Whatever is being discussed in those two paragraphs, please go with some connected words, keywords. So we are done with this arithro. Preeti, Sia, Anvesha, so good to see you there. Done? Okay. Piyush, yes, Tejaswini. Okay, para 3 में जाना है मुदित? Sure, I'll take you back. Guys, please be patient. Mudit wants to read para 3 once. Done, I think. Finished. Next one. This is again specific, so we can do this. All right. Read the question and then I'll take you back. Betrayed the principles of the French Revolution. Okay. French Revolution has been mentioned here once. Okay. If it's given in 2 zones, you'll have to check both the zones. Is it given anywhere else? Betrayed the principles. The betrayal part is somewhere here. Right? That's enough. So I take you back to this and now you start eliminating. Right, Mudit? Very good, Tejaswini. I like your elimination. Good. Back one last time. Inevitably betrayed by the new class whose first priority was to re-establish a centralized state power. Usually one at a heavy cost, new rulers had no hesitation in applying violence, blah blah blah. So, are we done with this? Done. आगे बढ़े चलिए yes Mudit, are we done? Next one. Now this is again specific. We can do it first, right? It's up to you. You want to do it, you don't want to do it. आपको 5 करने हैं या 6. The author's discussion of anarchist communism versus this implies. चलिए. I can see it's given here. Go on, read the range. Okay, back to the options. Just go with elimination, guys. I'll take you back once more. Come on, Mudit Agarwal. It differs from state socialism in opposing. Okay. Some anarchists prefer to distinguish between anarchist communism, you should know the individual meanings, and collectivist anarchism in order to stress what? Obviously desirable freedom of an individual, possess the resources while not implying. Okay. Chaliye, eliminate and save your answer. If you're not sure of this, please do not mark this. As we discussed, you're going to do just a few questions. And it shouldn't take so much time. If it's taking you this much time, that means it's going to be wrong. Done. Next. Best expresses the similarity between American, last para, free market liberals, as well as the difference. Here. Are we done? Back. Just see what the name suggests over here. Free market liberals. I'll take you back. Okay. They differed from free market liberals in their this and in their emphasis on mutualism. Correct? Chalo. That's enough reading. Save your answer. Done. Right? Next. Now this is an aptly question. Modern situation that an anarchist would criticize. Who is an anarchist? वो क्या criticize करेगा? Do you need to go back for this? Anarchist. Mm-hmm. Done? Okay. Chalo. Next. What is the one idea that is common to all forms of anarchism? इसमें तो इतना बढ़िया elimination है. Just check. Acha, in this question, I want to know which two options you are left with. Arithro. Which two are left? Batao. Mudit, I'm super proud of you. Good. If you are left with 2 and 4, you are doing brilliant POE. In this question, if you are left with these two. They all derive from his work. No way, he was just mentioned in the beginning. There is no idea common. That is why it is anarchic. Weird. So between 2 and 4, now please, I'm just trying to point this out. If you're left with these two options, take one, go and prove. One says, importance of individual power. Another one says they are all opposed to the centralization of power in the state. You need to go back and see if all the strands, all the threads of anarchy were opposed to the centralization of power. Just go back and prove one. Yes, Tejaswini, you're right. Right? Done. Okay? Go on, guys. Done. Okay. Now we are left with two true-false questions. Anvesha. The first one and this one. है ना? Author most likely agree with. अब इस पे चले जाओ. Do you see the difference, guys? ये है true, true, true F and the other is T, F, F, F. The other one you can do very fast. Why? Because you're looking for one answer. I mean, you're looking for 3 options with traps. Right? Go on, check this out. Yes, Ayan Kaushik. Very good. Come on guys, what do we do in this? Eliminated, Mudit? Okay. Does anyone need to go back for this? Persistence of inequality reflects flaws. The centralization of power after revolutions, the example was French Revolution, okay, reveals how political elites, the high-level people, subvert popular struggles. The failure of anarchism to gain mass support shows the impracticality of rejecting. I think we can eliminate this very easily, Mudit. Yes, Mohit. The success of state socialism in some countries disproves anarchists of the state. This is again extreme. It doesn't disprove. Eliminated. So it's between A and B. You can do this now. I'll take you back to the last question. This one. Only if you're sure will you mark any answer. Be very careful in this, Anukul and Biswal and Arithro and everyone. There is all here, right? The popular perception as espousing lawlessness and violence comes from a mainstream this, okay? The failure of the French Revolution was because, so cause effect, okay? We need to check this, right? Betrayal by the new class of politicians. I'll take you back now. Maybe you can verify French Revolution and state as the enemy. Okay, I'll take you back. Yes, Mudit, very good. Even if you feel that it's taking a little extra time, please do not do it. And we are done. I'm going to show you all the questions once again, right? One by one, I'm going to show you the questions. Arithro and Psycho King and Piyush and Anvesha and everyone else. So this is question 112. You are supposed to save your answers for only 5 or 6. Like, you have to be absolutely sure. Do not let your accuracy drop, for heaven's sake. This is the objective. Okay, so if you do not listen to my instructions, we are going to just waste time and the purpose will be defeated. Question 112, then 113. Okay, 114. Five, मतलब 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Chalo, how many are you going to attempt? I need to know this. Anukul and Biswal and Divya and everybody. ज़्यादा टाइम किसी के लिए नहीं मिलेगा, आयुष्मान बिस्वाल. AB, we are done. You cannot sleep on any question. Okay? 5 or 6 or whatever you want to solve, make sure you maintain your accuracy. Okay. These are your answers. And the last one is this. Tell me, कैसा रहा? Everyone. So Tejaswini, what's your accuracy? Maris, overconfidence. Divya Bharat, claps for you. Ayan Kaushik, wonderful. Mudit, what was your accuracy? Kushagra, I'm not happy. Varsh Verma, wonderful. Harsh, VA कम करो, short summary खाली कर लो वहाँ से. Yes, Arithro, we'll go to 115. What was your accuracy? AB 5/5, that's great. Anvesha, good. Keshav Vijay, very nice. Mudit, awesome. Shravan, well done. Anukul, good. आशुतोष 5 ही किए, 5 में 1 रॉन्ग नहीं होना चाहिए. अमनदीप, you are a star. खुशी राठी, Arithro, amazing. Savitri, very good score. Only 1 wrong, good. यश, ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस में 8 के 8 मारना है ना? पिछली क्लास में डिस्कस हो चुका है कि आप इंसान के बच्चे हो, स्पाइडरमैन के नहीं. तो क्या ज़रूरी है कि 8 के 8 करना है? क्या ज़रूरी है कि 24 के 24 उस दिन करना है? गन पॉइंट पे बोला है क्या किसी ने आपको? सिया, ग्रेट स्कोर. Yes, good AB. That was a wise thing to do. Vaibhav Darji, are you there in the class? 5/6 is brilliant, Tejaswini. Keep it up. मृगांक, 5 ही किए, उसमें से 4 रॉन्ग नहीं होने चाहिए. 6 में 5 चलेगा, बट 5 ही, एंड देन 5 में भी 1 रॉन्ग नहीं, नॉट डन. मैनेजमेंट माइंड्स 5/6, ओके, चलेगा. यस अन्वेषा, आई विल टेक यू बैक टू 115, 116, सारे देखेंगे अभी. सिया, यू डिड वेरी वेल टुडे. तुषार, previous classes, yes, you can start today, Tushar, and then you have to check the previous sessions of this countdown series. Priyanshu, super proud of you. Okay, now first I'll take you to this. ये बोल रहा है except. So all are true. Failure of French Revolution वाला definitely true. Betrayal by the new class of politicians, सबसे आसान था. Number 4, true. For anarchists, the state is the enemy because all states apply violence and terror to maintain their control. In this question, you could not eliminate because of all. Do you understand my point? इसमें भी all है, इसमें भी all है, तो क्या 2 होंगे answers? No, so you had to change your way of looking at this. Right? For anarchists, the state is the enemy because all states apply violence and terror to maintain their control. ये क्या कह रहा? Is actually constituted of many streams, all of which focus on the autonomy of the individual. Autonomy. Who argued that in protecting our own autonomy and associating with others for common advantages, we are promoting the good of all. Right? Several traditions of individualist anarchism, one of them deriving from the conscious egoism of this, and another from this in protecting our this. So, these thinkers differed from this and in the emphasis on this. So, several traditions of this, यहाँ वापस चले जाओ इस पे. कहाँ गया ये? Individualist anarchism is constituted of many streams, all of which focus on the autonomy. Let's say you mark this F. Right? Yes, Arithro, to adopt. Let's say you mark it F. What about this then? इसमें भी तो है all. Right? The popular perception of anarchism as espousing lawlessness and violence means it is it is actually lawlessness, it is actually violence supporting this, comes from a mainstream mistrust of collectivism. You just have to go to mistrust collectivism. Look here. ये देखो. Common advantages, free, absolute mistrust of capitalism and collectivism and जो भी है. Do you think it's like, the first para talks about anarchy and chaos and जो भी इसमें क्या बोला है इसमें ये espousing lawlessness and violence. I'll take you back to that. यहाँ चलते हैं. Authority without a ruler, social ideology, possible and desirable. Anarchism can be seen as an ultimate projection of this, differing strands of this related to one. Okay. So, complete like this anarchism coming out of mistrust collectivism. कैसा था ये? नहीं था, right? So, this was the false one. This is your answer. Okay. Then, next one. Question 113. It can be inferred that anarchism emerged partly as a response to the leaders betrayed the masses. Example was given French Revolution. The failure of liberal and socialist revolutions to eliminate inequality and centralized power. It's given there. You just had to rephrase it. Right? So this was a good, doable one. Yeah. Next. 114 में problem नहीं थी, I think. 115. Arithro, you had asked me for this. The author's discussion of this versus this implies what? Arithro, you go over to this and see here. They are discussing what? Natural resources. Right? Which argues, so the introductory line of the para is absolutely important. He's saying what? Argues that property in land, natural resources and the means should be held in mutual control by local communities. The mainstream of this has been what? Communism. Communism means factors of production should be in the hands of people. Right? Federating for innumerable joint purposes. It differs from state socialism in opposing this. Some anarchists prefer to distinguish between this in order to stress the obviously desirable freedom of an individual or family to possess the resources needed for living. That is exactly what he has said here. Anarchists disagreed on how much individual ownership should coexist with communal control. Rephrase bhi karoge to it's given there. What was your answer in this, Arithro? This obviously is eliminated. Both strands rejected property rights altogether. Eliminated. Emphasizing only collective needs. No. So we are left with A and D. Yeah. State socialism was compatible with anarchist principles under certain economic conditions. Why is he giving this point? Author's discussion of this. Arithro, you did not understand the question's stem. The question said, why is he giving this example? Why is he discussing this? So the introductory line of the paragraph gave the answer. It was a paragraph that talked about who held the factors of production. And then he brings in this difference and all. So it had to be about ownership. Got it? Okay, 116, I think Anushka had asked me. Are you there, Anushka? This was your PYQ. Anybody? A problem with 116? Any doubt? Anushka, you're there. Okay. Which of the following expresses the similarity? पहली चीज तो both वाला देख लो. Sophisticated arguments, bakwas. Founded on the moral principles of altruism, bakwas. Web of Darji, Sophisticated arguments for capitalism कैसे हो सकता है? Similarity between American individualist anarchists and free market liberals. Both reject the regulatory power of the state or prioritize this. The former favor a people state intervention in markets. Mutual dependence is given there. आप देख लो जाके ये. They differed from free market liberals. Okay, so individualist anarchists, free market liberals, they differed from free market liberals in their absolute mistrust of American capitalism. Okay, mistrust of capitalism, and in their emphasis on mutualism. Mutualism, right? I'll take you back. The former also emphasize mutual dependence. Correct? Individualist anarchists. ये देखो. Individualist anarchists. Mutualism. Do you get it, Anushka? Sorry, Anvesha. Clear? Intervention in markets बकवास था ना, वहाँ तो दे रखा है the difference. Difference is mutualism. Yeah? Done. Chalo guys, let's move on now. So all these questions, cool, sorted. ठीक है? Hi Divyanshi, good to see you. A quick rebus before, this is a pit stop. Then I'll take you over to the next batch. देखते हैं ये कौन बताता है. This is a little tricky. D-Day. D-Board. I like that. That can be the answer, but it is not. D-Board. Nice. Something else. D-Road. No. Diary Day. District. So what is this? What is this? The danda, aisa. What is it? What do we call it? Plate? No. Yes, Anushka. Anushka, you're almost there. Anushka is almost there. Yes, Ashutosh, you got it. Design. Good. यश तू रहने ही दे, अभी क्वेश्चन स्टार्ट करेंगे तो कर लियो. यस केशव, यू गॉट इट. डिजाइन. हा. चलो मुदित, मेंटेन योर स्कोर्स. 120 to 124. So 120 is PYQ taken from same anarchy passage. Okay, and then 4 questions are new. These will help you understand this pattern. Okay, locate the main idea based on keywords. Now, first one, same passage. Do you see the pattern here, Tejaswini? Anarchism, revolution. Very often cat does this. Yes, Mrigank. But don't go back yet. Wait. You have to learn the proper way to do it. The hero of the passage is what? You tell me, guys. On the basis of that, you can eliminate 2 options. Correct? Which 2 would you eliminate, Mudit? Yes. So you are left with what? 1 and 4. Identify the set that is conceptually closest to the concerns. How can the concern not be anarchism? So this and this are out. Now, I'll give you a Gyan point here. In such a question, you need to look at the other words and identify some words that are actually useless, जिनको main idea में आप include ना भी करो एक आध word को तो चलेगा. Okay? Come on guys, come on guys, come on guys. Sia, Maris, Raju, come on everybody. I gave you a big tip here. You can eliminate something here. Okay? Something that is useless. I'll take you back. Please everybody, please be a little careful here. Anarchism, anarchism. Betrayal, power, state. State, individual, freedom. Okay? I'll take you back. The last para. Done. This should be very, very clear. Good, if you got D. Well done. Tejaswini, it has to be D. कौन से साइट से आपने किया था जो आपका D गलत हुआ था? Because the last paragraph talks about this. Individual power. Individual is important. Freedom, individual freedom. State nahi chahiye. Right? In this, power is good, state is good, but then betrayal se zyada important is individual. Got it? Aryan and Anukul and everybody. You understood how this has to be done. So the last para was very important. Last para spoke about individual freedom, individual importance, individual power. State dono mein hai, hata do isko. Right? Let's do it once again here. Anarchism, anarchism. ये तो eliminate कर दो. State, state. Now here we have betrayal, power, and the other side we have individual and freedom. State तो हो चुका दोनों में. Clear? Chalo. Next. Next one please. It's a short para and you have to pick the main idea, the keywords from among the options. Come on everyone, easy one. Just like in a short paragraph, you look at the last 2-3 lines, Tejaswini. Similarly, in a big passage, you have to go to the last paragraph and you have to pay special attention. Correct? Give me the answer, please, everybody. It's very clear it's between B and C, isn't it? Well done, Savitri and everybody else. Yes, Arithro, Chirag, Vaibhav, Anukul. Superb. Next. Yes, yes, Aryan, good. Well done. Aryan AG. AG, OG. Anvesha. Tejaswini says A. Okay, the others? National histories are not neutral records but moral narratives, present identities, right? Who gets to define the collective story? Who becomes a hero? Who is erased? Not only in falsehood, सिर्फ झूठ का नहीं है, selective silence. Entire histories vanish. History is needed. So it's either A or C. This is out, out. The hero has to be there. History, history. Ye cut, ye cut. Right? Memory, power, erasure, knowledge, bias, identity. Knowledge, bias, identity में तो टोन ही नहीं आ रहा है. Right, Mrigank and Arpit? Well done. Sorted everybody? Chalo, next one. Modern capitalism. Come on, everybody. Tone is so important. Inequality, yes, Mudit, I like that point. You are the star. Very good. Inequality and capitalism. So this one is out. It doesn't have capitalism. Capitalism, capitalism, capitalism. Credit, luxury, debt, bakwas. So it's between A and B. Inequality was the key word. Right, Raju? Okay. Cool. 124. The last one of this batch. Yet science might lose its most vital feature, its openness to being wrong. You guys are saying D? Good. I mean, science to hona hi chahiye tha, right? So in this, there was no other close option. Science, we need it. D is good. The last rebus, and then your favorite odd one out questions. I think this is very easy. है ना? आज मैं जल्दी जल्दी में ये डाल रही थी तो कोई बहुत difficult वाला मिला नहीं मुझे. नहीं Aryan, you're wrong. Ashutosh wrong. Saloni wrong. Wrong, wrong. Wrong. No, it's not coffee break. No. It's coffee may coffee earthquake. Black coffee. Coffee break. Crack coffee. Yeah, crack coffee is good, Shashwat. Good to see you there, Shashwat. Crack coffee. अरे तेजस्विनी, तुम लोग आंसर गेस कर ले रहे हो तो मैं क्या करूँ, एक कुछ नया ही निकाल के ले आई मैं. या इट इज कॉफी ब्रेक. चलो 25 to 30, roll up your sleeves please, odd one out. Some of these questions are like very doable. The first one is a PYQ and the remaining are fresh questions. Chaliye, this is PYQ. Go on guys, check it out. What do you say? B. Why? This realization, can we connect it somewhere? B. Okay. Ha 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 ha. It is C. Gender of the reader. The others are giving you from the writer's side. For feminists, the question of how we read is inextricably linked with the question of what we read. Critique of the literary curriculum is exemplary of this work. Which work? Which work? Not this. The documentation of this realization. This realization is connected to A. So A and D. Okay. The documentation of this realization was one of the earliest tasks undertaken by the feminist critics. Okay. So begins with this something something, begins with this realization. This comes here. So A and E, and then you talk about documentation. You see my point? So A mein bola hai the question of how we read. More specifically, the feminist inquiry begins with this realization and something something. Then he goes to documentation of this. Now, to this family, you will bring in B or C. So C में बोला है experience differently depending on the gender. Androcentric, ये भी तो देखना होगा ना आपको. Androcentric is what? Androcentric is male related. The rest of the sentences are discussing feminists. Correct? तो ये तो in fact वो वाले क्वेश्चन में से है in which the sentence is very clearly standing out. है ना? So ये है आंसर. ओके, चलो नेक्स्ट. हाँ तेजस्विनी बोलो. With the realization, literary canon is androcentric, and this is okay. But if you're explaining androcentric in detail, that can be saved for another para. Go on, do this one. Anybody? Mrigank, why? Aryan, why? Arithro, E. Y. Yogita, D. This discomfort. Okay, good. If you got E. Nice. In contrast, and this talks about overconfidence bias. This can move to another paragraph. Inflated sense of certainty, ye dekh rahe ho, rather than conflict. The rest of the lines are talking about conflict. Cognitive dissonance arises what? When our actions conflict with our beliefs, creating internal discomfort. This discomfort, A and B. Individuals to either change their behavior or rationalize something. Neuroscientific studies have identified heightened anterior this during moments of dissonance. Correct? And here, adjust beliefs after failed prophecies. Dissonance. This one is the only one it talks about inflated sense of certainty. So this definitely goes to another one. No, Savitri, this was again such a question in which the odd sentence was standing out. Good question, right? Done. Next. ये तो सबसे अच्छा क्वेश्चन है आज का. दिव्यांशी लेट आई है क्या? Come on, guys. You can almost spot the hero of the paragraph. All are discussing one point. Yes. They all are discussing what? Existentialism, existence. ये कौन आ गया? Stoics. Yes. So this was a good one. Savitri, did you get this? Chalo. 28, 29, 30. 3 questions are left. Divyanshi, join us. Come on. Mudit. Read a little bit, then you will be able to understand. Yeah, Mrigank. Come on. सबका अलग अलग आ रहा है इसमें, है ना आर्यन? Shashwat? E. Okay. It is D in this. We'll go back. Now, the Paris Agreement set national targets for emission reduction. The rest of the sentences are discussing geological. Yeah, geological. Right? Urban heat islands demonstrate, isko rehne do abhi, dramatically since this ice mass loss in Greenland has accelerated. Right? So, geological processes often dwarf human temporal scales, and human activity has become a dominant force, and then ice mass loss. So A, C, E or A, E, C, they belong together. You will bring B to the paragraph or D to the paragraph. यार D में बोल रहा Paris Agreement, emphasizing this और ये बाकी sentences एकदम technical. Anthropocene, early, local climate, satellite data, Greenland, ये सारी चीज़ें, temporal scales, एकदम technical. So D is good. Yay? Okay. The penultimate question. Come on, Fahim Abdullah. Yes, Aryan. This is that question in which the sentence is like calling you out. मैं हूँ, quantum computing. Deep learning, right? Errors through this enables these systems, neural networks, correct? Recent advances stem largely from this. Neural networks, again, decision-making processes. So quantum computing can easily go to another para. This one was good, like very easy to spot. And the last question of the day. Come on, dudes, 130 completed. Yes. What would you do in this? Aryan says B. Mrigank says D. B. Saloni B. Majority are going with B. Wow यार, nice. तुम लोग तो odd one out के champions हो गए ऐसा लग रहा है. B. Yes. The structure of kinship networks also reveals how material exchange sustains group identity. The rest are talking about rituals, secular ceremonies, sacred meaning, ritual repetition, norms, and stabilize this. And this one, B talks about structure of kinship networks, not rituals. रिश्तेदारी के networks reveals how material exchange, group identity. Corrects. Done. 130 completed. High five. चले pack up करें everybody. So in the next session, I will come up again with something different. किसी चीज़ का मिररिंग, किसी चीज़ का सिम्युलेशन, किसी चीज़ का पैटर्न सिम्युलेशन, कुछ भी हो सकता है. अभी मोस्ट प्रॉबली फ्राइडे इट विल बी अवर नेक्स्ट क्लास. आज क्या वेंसडे है, सो डे आफ्टर टुमारो मोस्ट प्रॉबली. कुशाग्र, तेजस्विनी, आयुष्मान, आर्यन, आशुतोष, everybody. See you all guys. Everybody. Savitripati, Yash, good night. Go and have food if you haven't eaten yet.